is something about ATV and chasing adventure that charges everybody up. Keep just two things in mind. Go as often as you can, and go as safely as you can. Keep in mind that certain dangers and risks involved in the operation of an ATV can result in serious injury or death. The first thing you can do to be safe is really simple. Just read your manual. You need to become familiar with all the systems and controls on the machine. Keep it handy in case you need to refer to it when you're out riding. But before you start riding, read the safety labels on the ATV. They're also a good, practical source of safety information when you're out on the trail.
It takes concentration to control machines like these. A safety class is the best place to learn the proper riding techniques. Every rider should take an ATV safety class, such as the SVIA ATV Rider Course.
Parents need to be sure young riders are mature enough to ride an ATV. Nobody at any age should ride an ATV if they're not responsible enough to ride it properly. ATVs marked Y6 are intended for use only by riders age 6 and older. ATVs marked Y12 are intended for use only by riders age 12 and older. Riders 16 and older can ride ATVs, as long as mom and dad are confident that all riders have the skills and maturity to handle the machines that they're on. ATVs come in a variety of sizes and power ranges. Your dealer can help you choose a model that's right for you. Every rider must know his or her riding skill limitations and must practice driving techniques beginning with the easier maneuvers first. Repeat the maneuvers learned in the training course until you can perform all of them safely every time. And never do wheelies, jumps, or stunts. Be alert and be aware of possible hidden dangers when riding over unfamiliar terrain. Never ride at speeds that are too fast for the terrain, visibility, or your experience. There are a few basic rules everybody has to follow to be safe on an ATV. First, one machine means one rider. Double riding may impair the ability of the operator to shift weight going uphill, downhill, and around corners. Respect the environment you ride in. Find out where the designated ATV trails are. If you're not sure, contact your dealer, the local ATV club, or call your city or county government offices. Above all, stay on the trail. Remember, rider, you represent the sport to non-riders too. Staying on the trail is the best way to keep the trails open. The first thing you need to do is to protect your most important piece of riding equipment, your head. Helmets come in lots of styles. Whatever style you choose, make sure it's DOT approved and make sure you wear it every time you get on your machine. You also need to wear goggles when you ride to protect your eyes against dust, dirt, bugs, or whatever. You also need to wear long sleeve shirts, gloves, long pants, and over-the-ankle boots to protect you against brush along the trail, not to mention the weather. Before each ride, perform the pre-ride inspection described in the owner's manual. Try to avoid steep inclines. If you're not careful, you can overturn when you're going up or down hills. Remember that the adult ATVs are not intended to be ridden on inclines greater than 25 degrees, and the youth models are not intended to be ridden on inclines greater than 15 degrees. When climbing hills, you should drive straight uphill. Slide your body forward on the seat and ride at a steady speed. Be prepared to dismount quickly if necessary. If you stall while riding uphill, turn around and come back down using the K-turn maneuver described in your owner's manual. When going downhill, you should ride straight downhill. Move your body to the back of the seat, slow down, and apply your brakes slightly. Never coast downhill with the transmission in neutral. ATVs, except for the Category S models and youth models, employ a single lever brake system. The front and rear brakes are applied by squeezing the brake lever toward the handlebar. Youth models have separate brake levers for the front and rear brakes. The front brakes are applied by squeezing the right-hand brake lever, and the rear brakes are applied by squeezing the left-hand brake lever. The Category S Predator uses the right brake lever to operate the front brakes and a foot pedal to operate the rear brakes. Side-hilling your ATV is one of the most dangerous types of riding and should be avoided if possible. If you cannot avoid riding on the side of a hill, slow down. Lean into the hill, transferring your body weight towards the hill while keeping your feet on the footrests. ATVs, with the exception of the Predator and Youth models, which do not have reverse, are equipped with reverse speed limiters to limit the vehicle's speed in reverse. The engine will sound like it's missing when the limiter is operating, and this is normal. Be aware that the all-wheel drive will not engage when the limiter is operating. In the rare situation where you need more power or all-wheel drive in reverse, you can press the override button located on the left handlebar. You should push the override button only after you fully release the throttle. This will allow full engine power and all-wheel drive in reverse. Be particularly careful when pushing the override button when backing up a hill, since the vehicle can overturn if too much throttle is applied. Thanks for listening. Before we go, let's quickly go over the ways to ride safely on the way out. Choose the right ATV for you and your age, and be sure it's one you can control. Be ready to ride. Read your owner's manual and safety labels, and take an ATV safety course before you ride. Get the right equipment, and that means a helmet, goggles, long sleeve shirt, gloves, long pants, and over-the-ankle boots. Ride responsibly. Find the designated ATV trails and stay on them. ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Severe injury or death can result if you don't follow instructions. Read the owner's manual and labels. Never operate ATVs without receiving proper instructions. Beginners should complete the training course. Never carry a passenger. Never operate on public roads. Never operate ATVs after consuming alcohol or drugs. Never operate at excessive speeds for terrain, visibility, or experience. Never do wheelies, jumps, or stunts. Always avoid paved surfaces, and always wear a helmet. Remember, riding an ATV can be a great escape for the whole family for years to come, if you ride safely on the way out.